ఏంటి ఇప్పుడు డౌన్లోడ్ చేసి అది యూట్యూబ్ లో పెడతా. నేను వీడియో ఆన్ చేయండి.
Hi Harini.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning. ఏంటమ్మా డౌట్స్ అడగరా మీరు?
ఇందాకనే కదా సార్ క్లాస్ చెప్పింది, అది అర్థం చేసుకొని మాకు కొంచెం మంచిగా అర్థమయ్యాక కదా సార్ డౌట్స్ రేజ్ అయ్యేది.
ఓకే ఓకే
సార్ మీరు మాకు పీపీటీస్ పంపండి సార్, అట్లనే నోట్స్ ఏమన్నా ఉంటే అదే కంప్లీట్ చేసేసుకుంటాం.
అప్పుడే అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఇవి కూడా ఇచ్చేస్తలే
అప్పుడే అసైన్మెంట్స్ దగ్గర కూడా వెళ్ళిపోయినా సార్ మీరు?
అన్ని ఇచ్చేస్తా ఒకేసారి.
బర్డన్ ఎక్కువ పెట్టకండి సార్, డే బై డే ఇవ్వండి.
Yeah, by comparing of these two and the interaction of these two, you are getting the response or response variable. Response variable is nothing but output. Okay, so here you need to remember one thing: the excitation term is nothing but a input and the response is nothing but a output. Excitation is nothing but input and the response is nothing but output. Okay. Okay, and another, see one thing, plant is nothing but the portion of the system which is to be controlled or regulate, is nothing but it's called the plant. And then a plant may be a piece of equipment, perhaps just a set of machine parts. So machine parts is nothing but, so the control, the system which is to be controlled, that is connected across the plant only. Okay, and the purpose of the plant is to perform the particular operation. So in the previous example we have discussed about the AC. So in the AC you are giving the manipulated input as well as you will get the some output. So the comparison of these two gives an error signal. That error signal is given to the control system. So that control system is nothing but it's a plant or process. So that means it performs the some particular operation. So example is either it is a mechanical or electrical or a speed governor, whatever it may be. The system which is to be controlled, that is given to the plant only. Okay, and process. The process is nothing but any operation is to be controlled. That is nothing but process. Any operation is to be controlled. That is nothing but a process. Okay, so whether it is a economic or biological, whatever it may be. So if some work is done, that is nothing but a process. It is nothing but the process. Okay. And the another thing is the controller. The element of the system itself are external to the system which controls the plant or the process is called a controller. So here we are saying the process. The process is nothing but it's a automatic control. So the process is nothing but it's a control system we are saying. So in that control system, we have some system which control the plant. Some system which control the plant. That type of system is nothing but it's a controller. It is controlling the process. It is controlling the process. Here we are having a different types of the controller. That controller is proportional, integral, and differential. Proportional, integral, and differential control system. Okay, so here we are setting the some values and we are giving you some output, and the error will be given to the controller. So that controller is rectifies that error and gives to the process. So earlierly that error signal is directly given to the process. Earlierly that error signal is directly given to the process. Okay, so that's why here the controller is nothing but system itself or external to the system which controls the plant or process. The controller which controls the plant or process is called a controller. Either it is a proportional, integral, or differential controller. We will discuss what is proportional controller, integral controller, and differential controller. Okay, so simple example. Here, the whenever you are switching on or off the switch, then the bulb will be either blows or off condition. Here the switch is a controller and the bulb is a process or plant. Switch is a controller and bulb is a process. Okay, so yeah, input and output. The input is nothing but it is an applied signal. So previously I have been told to you the input is nothing but it's a excitation and the output is nothing but it's a response. The output is nothing but it's a response. Okay, so it is an applied signal or an excitation signal applied to the control system from an external energy source. From an external energy source you are giving in order to produce a specified output. In order to produce a specified output. Okay. For each system there must be excitation and system accepts it as input. For each system there is a excitation. The excitation is nothing but it's a input. It accepts it as a input. Okay, and the another thing is the response. The response is nothing but it's a output. The actual response of the system is nothing but it's a output. Okay, so similarly here this is a command input. Command input you are giving, this is a command input to the controller. So whenever this controller is given to the process is controlled by the controller. Simple example, simple one thing, that is the process. The controller is nothing but it controls the process or plant. Okay, the amount the input which is given to the controller that is passed to the process, and here the disturbance input here this is a if you are connecting a feedback that is connected to this part or okay, so and this will be given to the output of the process is given taken as a controlled output. Why we are calling this is a controlled output? This can be controlled by the controller. Okay, so and it gives the desired output. So that's why this is a controlled output. Okay. Disturbances. Disturbance is a signal which tends to adversely affects the value of the output of a system. The disturbance is nothing but it's a signal and it affects the output. It affects the output. Disturbances are undesirable and unavoidable effects beyond our control. In a open loop system, there is a in a open loop system there are some external or internal disturbances will be occurred due to the atmospheric conditions or due to the anything. There is some external disturbances are there, so those disturbances are indicated as a disturbance input signal. Okay, so at finally we are getting the control output. Okay, and if such a disturbance is generated within the system itself, it is an internal disturbance. If a disturbance is generated from the outside or extra input to the system, that is nothing but a external disturbance. So due to this one, we can't get the desired output. So in the open loop control system, due to the external or internal disturbances, we cannot get the desired output. We cannot get the desired output. Sorry guys, due to the some voice issue. Okay, so here the another thing is that the presence of the disturbance is one of the main reasons of using control. So because of disturbances, we are using the mainly controllers. We are using mainly the controllers. Okay. Yeah. Classification of the control systems. So in this classification of the control systems, we are having the different types of the control systems. Natural control system, man-made control system, manual control system, automatic control systems, open loop and closed loop, linear versus non-linear. Okay, time variant and time invariant, continuous data and discrete data systems, deterministic and stochastic. So these all are the different types of the control systems. Okay, so what first of all we have to discuss all these things, how it can be classified, and we will discuss. Okay, so now the natural control system. The natural control system is nothing but it's a universe and human body. Universe and human body. So universe can be balanced and balance everything. Sorry guys. Okay, so natural control system is nothing but, so our universe and human body, these two are the natural control systems, and these are not by the man-made. So suppose if you are taking the man-made control system kuche varaku em untayante, so suppose if you are taking the vehicles, మనం వెహికల్స్ యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం, దోస్ వెహికల్స్ ఆర్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇట్స్ ఏ మ్యాన్ మేడ్ కంట్రోల్ సిస్టమ్స్. సో ద systems which are made by the human being, that is nothing but a man-made systems. And if these man-made systems are controllable, so then it is nothing but a man-made control systems. Okay, so here the vehicles and the aeroplanes, all these are belongs to the man-made control systems. And another thing is the manual control systems. Manual control systems is nothing but the system which is controlled by the human being. Human intervention. The system which is controlled by the human intervention, that is nothing but a manual control system. So that is nothing but, if you are taking a electric fan, that is regulated by the regulator, and suppose room temperature regulation, so that is nothing but room temperature. So whether you are increasing the fan or decreasing the fan or anything. So, and water level controller. So water level controller is nothing but, by seeing the tank, you are switching off that supplements. You are switching off that supplements. That is nothing but automatic control system. Okay, so and classification of the controls systems. That is and another thing is the open loop control system and closed loop control system. The open loop control system is nothing but, it's a washing machine. So whenever you are giving the input, cloths, water, surf, and everything you are giving as an input. Okay, so and so after completion of the time, it is the work has been completed. You can it is not a automatically controlled. It is not a automatically controlled. Electric fan. So electric fan is nothing but, if you want to use the low speed, you are putting the regulator at number 1, 2, 3. So if you want to increasing the speed, you can increase the regulator. So that is the human intervention is there. Human intervention is there. So that's why it is a open loop control. And here the open loop control system is gives the more efficiency but less accuracy. And we cannot get the desired output from this open loop control system. We cannot get the desired output. And okay, and this can be affected by the this can be affected by the external disturbances. This can be affected by the external disturbances. Okay, and another thing is a closed loop control system. The closed loop control system is nothing but air conditioning system, AC. If the room temperature is high, the compressor will be work more, and whatever the temperature you are setting in the by using the remote, then the temperature the main work of the compressor, that is nothing but a controller. It's a control system. Is the main work of that one is to reach the desired value. If the temperature is high, then the compressor will be work more to get the required less temperature. If the room temperature is very low, then to get the required temperature, so if the room temperature is 16 degrees and you have to put at 25 degrees, then the compressor will works very less. Then that, so air conditioning system is nothing but, you are conditioning the air at a particular temperature. Whatever the desired temperature you required, at the temperature the system should be stand. Okay, so the air conditioning system is not only it's a cooling device. It's a cooling device. So it is a temperature controller. It is a room temperature controller. So if the external temperature is 16 degrees, if you want to put your room temperature at 25, it can be possible by the air conditioning system. It can be possible by the air conditioning system. And the refrigerator. Now the present refrigerators, all refrigerators are comes under a automatic control. So if you are placing the knob at, so the small, medium and high, there is a cooling separations, small cooling system and medium cooling and high cooling. So according to that, if you are placing the small cooling system, the system temperature is around 4 degrees or 5 degrees, suppose. So until it reachable, the system is works. After that, it will be starting. And again, if the system temperature is increases, then the compressor will be going to be started. So like this, automatically it will be, it controls the system temperature. That is nothing but the present days refrigerators all are automatic control. And another thing is the autopilot systems, and without human intervention the system is running. So suppose if you are taking the metro trains, if you are taking the metro trains, Hyderabad metro trains ఉన్నాయి కదా, so those metro trains can be drive without human being also, without pilot also. It is a auto fixed autopilot system, it is having a autopilot system. Driverless cars, driverless cars are also, these all are possible by the sensors, these all are possible by the sensors, driverless cars. And linear and non-linear control systems, linear and non-linear control systems. Linear and non-linear control system is nothing but if the system output and input both are having a linear relationship, it is a linear control system. If the system output and input both are having a non-linear relationship, it is a non-linear. Okay, so this is a linear and this is a non-linear. Time invariant and time invariant and time variant. So time invariant is nothing but if the characteristics of the system, if the characteristics of the system does not depends upon the time itself, then the system is said to be invariant. If the characteristics of the system is depends upon the time, then it is nothing but it's a time variant. It's a time variant. Okay, and continuous data and discrete data system. Yeah, mostly you can say that continuous data is nothing but it's a analog and discrete data is nothing but it's a digital. Discrete is nothing but it's a prescribed time intervals lo maatrame output vastundi, and continuous data is nothing but we can get the output continuously, we can get the output continuously. Okay, Vivek leader. Okay, so and deterministic and stochastic control system. A control system is deterministic if the response to input is predictable and repeatable. So suppose if you are taking the square wave or sinusoidal wave or triangular wave, sawtooth wave, these all are better, these all are belongs to the deterministic, these all are belongs to the deterministic. So if not, if you are getting a, so this type of output, so if you are getting a this type of output, this is nothing but a stochastic control system. Okay, so from this we cannot get the desired output, from this we cannot get the desired output. Yeah, so these are the classification of the control systems. Okay, so mainly two types of the control systems, that is the natural control system, man-made control system. In the man-made control system, there are again two types, that is the manual and automatic. In the automatic, again two types, open loop and closed loop. So in the open loop, there is a linear and non-linear only. There is no, in the open loop system, we cannot control the output. We cannot control the output. We cannot get the desired output. In the closed loop also, there is a two types, linear and non-linear. So in the linear, time variant and time invariant. And in the non-linear, again, time variant and time invariant. Okay. Okay. And the another slide is open loop control system. So open loop control system is nothing but the control system which does not control automatically, which does not control automatically. That is nothing but if you are taking here one diagram is there. So in the diagram, this is the input. So from this input you are giving the input is given to the controller. So that controller is rectifies the error and it gives the process. and the controller output is given to the process, and from that process only we are getting the output. So here the output which is delivered by the output which is delivered by the process, that cannot be controlled, and we cannot get the desired output. And here the open loop control system may be disturbed by the external or internal disturbances. Those disturbances does not covered by the process. The disturbances does not covered by the process. Okay. And so any physical system which does not automatically correct for variation in its output is called a open loop system. And here the open loop system is having the higher efficiency, but not there is a less accuracy. There is a less accuracy. Okay. In the system's output is dependent on the input. Here in the open loop system, the output is depends upon the input only. Input only. It does not. Okay. So in the systems, the output remains constant. Okay. In any open loop control system, the output is not compared with the reference input. So in the automatic control system only, in the closed loop control system only, you are comparing the output with a reference input. Output with a reference input to get the desired output. Okay. But in the open loop system, we are not using the feedback. So that's why the output cannot be altered to the input, cannot be compared or altered to the reference input. So that's why the accuracy of the system is depends upon the calibration only. The accuracy of the system is depends upon the calibration only. If any disturbances or occurs internally or externally, there is a variation in the desired output. Okay. So in the presence of disturbances, the open loop control system will not perform the desired task. Okay. And so these open loop control systems does not having the any feedback. Okay. So suppose yeah, in the morning session I have been explained a traffic control example. So if the traffic control system is worked on with respect to the timing basis, then it is a open loop control. So if the traffic control system is operated on the base of the traffic density, on the predicting of the traffic density, then it is a automatic control system. Okay. So, and the advantages and disadvantages of the open loop control systems. Here the advantage of the open loop control systems are the construction is very low, very simple, and there is no any complex. And if the output is very much difficult, then the measuring is very convenient, and the maintenance point of view also it is very low compared to the closed loop control system. The open loop control system maintenance is low, and the stability of the open loop control system is also high, and these systems are designed simple and economical. Okay. And the main disadvantage of the open loop control system is accuracy, and the pre-calibration is required for the open loop control systems. Pre-calibration is required for the open loop control systems. Okay. So here these systems give inaccurate result. The accuracy, the probability of accuracy is very low in the open loop control system because it is affected by the internal and external disturbances. Internal and external disturbances. And these open loop control systems can't predict the internal and external disturbances, so that's why the accuracy is low. So once it crosses the controller stage, it cannot predict the internal disturbances. Okay. So to get the desired output, the controller recalibration is required, and frequently calibration is required for the open loop control system to get the desired output. To get the desired output. Okay. Yeah, examples of open loop control system, automatic toaster system. In this system, the quality of toast depends upon the time for which the toast is heated. So simple example, if you are having some oven, so oven, if you are taking any oven or anything, so for if you are placing a food in the oven, so then you are setting the time, either it is a 10 seconds or 30 seconds or 1 minute to heat that food. So that is a open loop control system. Okay. So in the open loop control system, the human intervention is required. Human intervention is required. Depending upon the time setting, the output will be gets. Okay. Traffic light controller. This example has already explained. Yeah, residential heating system. The indoor temperature is the response variable of interest. So I already told to you, the excitation is nothing but it's a input, and the response is nothing but it's a output. Okay. So, and it is affected by the main disturbance input, the outdoor temperature. The outdoor temperature is the disturbance. The outdoor disturbance is the temperature, and the indoor temperature is the output. The desired temperature is set on a calibrated dial. This positions the valve that admits the steam for circulation through the radiator. Okay, see here a temperature set point, and here the valve is a controller. Here the valve is a controller. This is a open loop system. This is a open loop control system. In this open loop control system, whenever the input is crosses this controller, it cannot be controlled. Before only the controller, you can set the any temperature or any desired value. Okay. So, and here the temperature set point is given to the room radiator and the outdoor temperature. These two are compared each other, and the room radiator will compare these two and gives the desired output, and the indoor temperature will be sets. Okay. So from that we can get the controlled output. From that you can get the controlled output. Okay. So and the another thing is the closed loop system. So in the next class we will discuss about the closed loop control system. Okay. So Harini and Supriya, do you have any doubts? Yeah, Harini.
నో డౌట్ సార్, ఒకసారి పీడిఎఫ్ అయితే సెండ్ చేయండి సార్.
ఇది పీడిఎఫ్ కాదు, పీపీటీ పంపిస్తాను.
సార్
యా ఓకే. ఏంది అందరూ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయారు ఏందమ్మా?
ఐ డోంట్ నో.
యా ఓకే ఓకే. ఐ విల్ గివ్ అటెండెన్స్ టు యూ పీపుల్ ఓన్లీ, సుప్రియ అండ్ హరిణి.
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss about the closed loop control system. In that closed loop control system, you need to discuss about the what is the reference input and the transducer and the error signal controller and the process to be controlled and the feedback system. We will discuss about all those things.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So the main use of the closed loop control system is we will get the accurate output. We will get the accurate and desired output. So for that purpose only, for that purpose only, we are using the feedback control systems. Yeah. Okay. So if you are having any doubts, please let me know. Yeah, you can reach on my WhatsApp number. Okay. Thank you.